Greetings and welcome to another episode in the Full Clear series of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I am Jeff the Christian Gamer, and we are going to go ahead and continue the storyline where we left off. We are now starting Chapter 6. As you can see, it is called Wounds.
You little scamp. Do you know how much the core you took was worth? I stole it from the castle. 3 years it took me to get it. And now...
Please! She's barely 10 years old!
Silence! Stay out of it!
Oh!
If you die, it'll be as good as new. You brought this on yourself.
From now on, I'll protect you. I'll keep you safe. Always. My name is Jin. What's yours?
Laura.
It seems like sending Outcasts was the right choice. You all right?
I've been through worse. I can handle it.
Jin, I swear I'll make your dream come true. So stop putting yourself at risk.
There's still time.
Is that part of your dream, too? What are we, in the end? This hunger I feel, this thirst, is it really my own? Or is it someone else's? Sometimes I can't tell. Tell me, Jin, are you really here? I don't know where I really am.
You're starting to sound like a human.
Oh, yeah?
Perhaps we're not so different after all. Humans and blades.
What's the deal with this ceasefire?
A tribunal, it looks like. Praetor on Malthus is here in person. And who's going to argue with the Praetor?
Does he have any clue how many men we lost? If those Ardainians get away with this, Architect, damn it.
Quit your grumbling, mate. All this is way beyond our pay grade.
You got that right. We're all just faceless cannon fodder to the bigwigs. CO says jump, we jump.
Alrighty, so before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and search around for missions and quests and such, and see what we can find here. And actually, I found a little bit of a help in the map. It shows you all the things that you may be missing. For instance, I'm missing 2 quests. You see the question marks over here and here. Oh goodness, they're so hard to select. And then there's nothing in the Indolene Sanctum except for the next story mission. So we're going to go down to port. Let's go ahead and skip to the area that we need to go. Oh. If I can select it, that is. Alright, let's head there, pick up these quests, and see where we go from there.
Refresh and set off again.
Snififi. A ripe new frontier, eh? Set that as our active quest. Overlook Hill in Temperantia. Okay, and Indol's teachings. Alright, we'll go ahead and complete those first. Excuse me.
That was a slog.
Let us go.
Come out, come out.
Trippy catfish.
Come out, come out. Okay, bring it on.
I don't think you guys overestimate your power.
New enemy in the mix. Dad, it's found us.
Wonder why everything's so aggressive here.
Dad, it's found us. No! We lost the upper hand. What have we here?
Alright, let's go ahead and defeat these Balgus.
No! We lost the upper hand!
Don't need the upper hand. Not even gonna fight him.
Puppy boosters engaged.
Oh, whoops. Let's go ahead and set up my characters properly here. Oops. Oh, Rock is on a mission. Fortunately for me, I have another guy with Wind Mastery.
How would you rate that?
Puppy boosters engaged.
Alright, now I need to just get down. Which is a relatively simple task of controlled falling. Go ahead and swap my blades out again.
It sounds fun.
There you are, fella.
Okay, time to take you down.
You can do it, Redford! Puppy QT operating at max power! Win for sure.
My thoughts exactly. Rolling smash.
Scatter shot! Now, Gemini!
Anchor shot. Sword bash.
Gemini loop!
Anchor shot. Rolling smash.
Ace to the pin.
combo, third stage. Awesome. Super Jake. Retreat. A scout. Farewell. Blade combo, third stage. Awesome. Blade combo, third stage. Awesome. Magnificent.
Why not? Rolling slide.
Thanks for the support. Gemini, you finally got something right.
Magnificent.
Why not? Rolling smash.
Fantastic check. What? Then to my will. Blade combo, third stage. Awesome. Retreat.
Gemini loop. Rolling smash.
Scatter shot.
Anchor shot.
Halo. Rigid shield. Weakness identified. Jetpack flash.
Go for it.
Base can retreat.
Gemini loop. Photon edge.
Good.
Why not?
Gemini loop. Rolling smash. Scatter shot.
Anchor shot.
Just give me heads up. Watch out. On you go. Face popping.
Then to my will. Blade combo, third stage. Awesome. Excellent.
Why not? Anchor shot.
So basically we just need one more of these guys.
Wow. World has many amazing places in it.
Leaning Tower of Doric.
What have we here?
Rising Dragon Rock. Wraithwood. Another T-Rex. Wonder what it is with Nintendo and T-Rexes this year. They just saying they're gonna go beast mode on everybody, because they did, and they're gonna do it again this year. So yeah, I'm just gonna go with that. They're just saying, hey, we're gonna go beast mode on you. Makes perfect sense, considering the circumstances.
Maybe agriculture is Poppy's specialist field.
Scimitar grass and walnut grapes.
Okay, bring it on.
Again, you overestimate how much I care about you.
Come out, come out.
Flora heals an aching
Please
soul.
open your hearts to me.
Night Lily, Scimitar grass, secret turf.
Oops, that wasn't supposed to happen. I'm going all in.
Tora eat enemies like this for dinner.
Mithra!
What would you do without me?
Really?
Hey, pay attention to me.
It'll be fine. We can turn it around. Focusing on target.
Thanks, Poppy. Are you legit? Yes, yes. Pow, pow. Poppy.
No reason to fight you guys.
We can turn it around.
Don't need to turn it around. Grass, walnut, green, death mushroom.
Wow! World has many amazing places in it!
Come out.
Scimitar grass, acid tomato, scimitar grass. Judicium's legacy.
What have we here?
Flora heals an aching
I'm not going to be going through with that right this moment. I'll go ahead and continue the storyline. Scarlet Turf, that's a new one. Let's go grab this thing that I know is here, and then we can go on and...
Come out.
Flora heals an aching
Please open your hearts to me.
Night Lily, Scimitar Grass, Secret Turf, Osterium. Okay.
That was a slog.
Let us go.
Huh.
My deepest thanks to you for agreeing to this ceasefire, Queen Rakura, Emperor Nile.
As I recall from the Assyrian treaty of 350 years ago, the Praetorium was to refrain from intervention in times of war. And yet here you are intervening. But I trust you have a suitable justification, Your Eminence.
Naturally. But first, to ensure impartiality in these negotiations, may I present Nira, acting chairman of the Argentum Trade Guild. Furthermore, representing the Tantalese, His Highness the Crown Prince Ozikairis Brunev Tantal will also be attending.
The Crown Prince? The prodigal Prince of Tantal.
What a spectacle! Seems the Praetor has as much clout around here as ever.
Could we not just take them out here and now?
Good point. All the principal nations' heads gathered here? It'd make things easy later.
The way to the World Tree must first be opened. Wiping out mankind is the easy part. We could manage that ourselves.
Even so.
That isn't our only goal, remember? We must wait for the stage to be set.
Is Jin serious about this?
Yeah. I've been wondering that myself.
Oh, he's serious. He always is. He will annihilate mankind, and then he will kill the Architect.
Now, it seems More Ardain has been accused of a unilateral breach of treaty in this matter. Emperor Nile, I open the floor to you. Is there anything you wish to say?
While we are still conducting investigations into the cause, it cannot be denied that weaponry belonging to our forces was discharged against Uriah. Regardless of any possible reason and circumstance, we are prepared to offer recompense for this grave offense.
So you want to settle this with money?
We will provide any compensation deemed necessary.
Perhaps I'm misunderstanding. To my ears, it sounds almost as if you mean to imply that the blame for these offences does not lie with your majesty at all.
We are investigating. I ask that we not draw any hasty conclusions.
What need is there for investigation? I believe a cause has already been established. There are witnesses.
And that would be? What a preposterous notion. The people you speak of are merely a terrorist group. How could they possibly command that measure of...
It's the truth. I, Ozyclyrus, swear this in the name of King Eulogimenus Tantal.
Can confirm ex-chairman Banner give these people some kind of supplies. Military supplies, methinks, and in great number, yes.
But why would...
What if I were to tell you that the Aegis Malus, who raised the world 5 centuries ago, was involved?
Ridiculous. Everyone knows he disappeared in a blaze of flame.
He's very much alive, believe me. That arsehole, I mean, the Aegis, has confronted us in person. And if my word is not enough for you...
A blade? But that core crystal...
This is another Aegis, named Mithra. Your Highness has heard of her, surely?
So the rumors that reached us were true. Who is its driver?
If you knew that, I dare say your surprise would be even greater. But that is not the matter we are here to discuss, Your Highness. This is a dire situation.
Six o'clock already. Mithra's been in there for a long time now.
We've just got to trust them. They're dealing with the leaders of whole nations. It's not like there's anything you or me can do to help.
Ugh.
I've noticed something about Malos. He's an Aegis, but you wouldn't know it from how he's fighting. I'm pretty sure he's damaged in some way.
You mean he can't use the full extent of his powers?
The wounds I dealt in our battle long ago may not be completely healed. His end goal is Elysium. He wants to go back to the place he was born. There he can heal until his powers have recovered. If Malos is allowed to restore himself,
the horrors of 5 centuries past will return.
Or worse still, Malos's goal is simple. He means to destroy humanity in its entirety.
Why would anyone desire that?
Perhaps he doesn't even need a reason. It seems to be a deep-seated drive. An instinct. As natural as breathing.
All of this is my responsibility.
Praetor Amalthus? Whatever do you mean?
It was none other than I who awakened Malos and unleashed him upon the world.
So, Your Eminence, the rumor that you were once Malos's driver is...
I never intended to obscure the truth. It is writ plain for all to see in history books. I was a fool. It was to prevent such foolishness that all passage to the World Tree was forbidden after the Aegis War. However, it has become apparent that the laws of men do not apply to Malos. The time may have come to lift that restriction. I appreciate this.
Don't think you've earned my trust. But since Rex is going to Elysium, their paths are bound to cross. That's all.
I'm surprised. You seem so devoted to the boy.
It's for both our sakes. But you, Amalthus, who is it that you're living for?
Okay, back to our original state. If I remember correctly, what we're going to be doing next is obtaining more power from Morag, essentially.
I guess they did call her a goddess. The state funeral makes sense. Shouldn't you be with him?
He's a boy. Best not to bother them at times like this.
I expected you'd be more clingy. You really are different from her.
Actually, letting him be was more her idea than mine.
Really? Pirates? Get out. So wait, you're saying you want to go be clingy or what?
I'll burn you.
I kid. Sheesh. It's weird, though.
What is?
I mean, don't you think it's odd? Normally, if a blade or its driver dies, it'll just go back to being a core crystal. So why is Fan just dead?
I did wonder the same thing. There's only one way I know for a dead blade to keep its physical form. Remember Minoth? I mean Cole. He was a flesh eater.
Yeah.
But Fan wasn't a flesh eater. I can say that for sure.
What's that?
That's the shape of Fan's core crystal. Well, how it used to be.
But now it's a triangle.
Rex and I are quite a unique case, but this is different still.
How is it different?
If a blade shares its core with another, its shape changes in a uniform fashion. In our case, the center part went to Rex, and the outer part to us. I don't know why that is, but it seems to be a rule.
But Fan's isn't like that.
Exactly. It looks more like someone stole her core, doesn't it?
Alrighty, here we go. Let's go ahead and continue on that mission quest. Yeah, this is another one of those times in the game where you may be tempted to push ahead when it's not necessarily required. If you let this area get away from you, you may miss the opportunity to do several different quests in the area. Which is why I am so adamant about making sure that I've cleared all the missions for the area. Okay. Well, all right.
My apologies. Did I keep you waiting?
No, not really. What were you doing?
I was cleansing the core crystals. It markedly increases their resonance success rate. Bonding with a crystal carries certain risks, you understand.
I know.
When I became the driver of an Aegis, this power was awakened in me.
So, I might be able to do it too?
Who knows? Different people are cut out for different things.
Right, yeah.
Now then, my work is done for the day. Come with me.
A special envoy? To Tantal? Me?
Correct. Behold. As a salvager, I imagine you are already aware, but this is Allrest, the world we currently inhabit. We make our home on Titans, moving in circles around the world tree. And here, lies the Great Void. This void came into being 500 years ago. It did not exist prior to that.
So I've heard. It's in our way anyway. It stopped us reaching the World Tree.
The Great Void is carved from the Cloud Sea by a monstrous beast known as Ophion.
Wait, you mean that thing?
To be precise, it is an artifice, a servant of the Aegis.
Of Mithra?
So if that thing is Mithra's, then what did it attack us for? Doesn't make sense.
Ophion was felled in the ancient battle with Malos, sinking below the clouds. This means someone must have revived it.
Correct.
And you're saying that someone was Zeke's home country, Tantal?
Yes. They gave Ophion one directive: to ensure that none approach the World Tree. They sought to prevent a repeat of the horrors of the Aegis War, so an obstacle was created, the Great Void.
How did they manage a feat like that?
As I've said, mankind is regressing. Only one artifact remains that can rescind Ophion's orders, and it lies in Tantal.
It's called the Omega Feta, and it's guarded by the royal family. I'll take you to it.
I've prepared your envoy documents already. Your quest is to set foot in Elysium, correct? Malos and his ilk will surely seek the Omega Feta for themselves. I would ask you to reach Elysium before they do, and inform me of what you find there. Do it as a favor for a once foolish old man, and so that people may have a future in this dying world.
Once foolish, eh? Okay. Here we go, on our way to Tantal. Huh. Interestingly enough, since Malos and them are trying to get to the World Tree as well, all we really would have to do is to wait until Malos deals with Ophion, because he will have to deal with Ophion either way. I don't know, that's just my 2 cents. If I were a strategist, I would probably, good grief, probably cultivate that route. Sorry, I'm running into walls, so I'm trying to situate myself on the couch here. Okay, I believe my last thing that I'm going to do for this video is skip travel to Smithifi and get him these items. So I'm pretty sure I have enough to fulfill his needs.
Long journeys make Tora tired.
Basically, I'm giving him all of my less rare items. Alright, Snififi. Speak to Baltair and see what he has to say. Alright, going down to the coast in order to pick up these items. Now, because of the fact that there are very strong monsters over here, I'm probably going to have to do some creative running in order to make sure, oh my mercy, in order to make sure that I do not incur the wrath of these creatures. One. It's two. Okay. Direct. I can't collect items while I am in combat. Oh my goodness.
It's fine, we'll get him yet.
Yeah, he hurts a lot.
What have we here?
Flora heals an
Please open your hearts to me.
A lot of stuff there. Night lily, scimitar grass, mostly.
What have we here?
Wait, what? Come on, man. Not fond of those big fish things.
Tora made things a little easier for you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna avoid him. Just now hit the hour mark. Now I need at least another 5 or 6 minutes to get this thing done. I would say defer it to the next episode, but I am going to be a bit bullish today and get this thing done. Now, does this remind anybody of music from Metroid? Metroid. Because it reminds me a lot of Metroid. Basically, they're forcing us to...
Stay on your guard.
Serious? Forcing us to get close to that guy in order to get these items. extremely wide aggro range. That's 5. Six. 7. 8.
No! We lost the upper hand!
And dead again.
Out the juice!
One more to go.
Things a little easier for you. Next time, we won't lose.
Come out!
Oh, okay, it's never. Tri-Edge Island.
What have we here? This can't be good. Look out, everyone!
Okay, that was rude. There we go. Now let's jump back to the garrison. Yeah, people keep trying to contact me. Turn off my sound. Okay. So there goes New Frontier, and that is the end of this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. I am Jeff the Christian Gamer. If you'd like to like and or subscribe, you may do so by clicking on the links provided. Also, if you'd like to check out other videos I've done, you may do so by clicking on the links in this video. I do have a Twitter and a Facebook. I would like you to check those out and get news and updates on my videos and when they're coming out. Thank you again for watching, and I'll catch you next time.